before it explodes and destroys the planet.
Hey everybody, welcome back to more Duke Nukem 0 Hour. I'm still Nigroth. I still have Deceitful Penguin here with me.
Yes, I ain't no wall-jumping lizard neither.
Wall Jumping Lizard. Nope, and I don't think there's any of those in this game either. But we are getting closer and closer to the bomb that the aliens are somehow trying to set up into the center of the Earth. Because that's not really fucking stupid and wouldn't really nullify all of the future that we've already been through, so...
Actually, as someone that has, lives next to the hole to the center of the Earth, I can tell you that it is very possible to go there. It's not possible to go if you're in prison for copyright infringement from the LucasArts, though.
Yes? Are you talking about when the Millennium Falcon went to the center of the Earth? And
No.
it turned out to be a worm?
I think it's illegal to have rolling rocks if you don't pay, LucasArts.
Why? What did they do with Rolling Rocks?
Indiana Jones.
That was Spielberg, wasn't it? That had nothing to do with George Lucas.
But Lucas owns LucasArts, which made the Indiana Jones movies.
No. Are you sure?
Yes, Paul, as sure as I am that this banjo music is such a lucky thing.
Yeah, there are a couple of interesting and new and exciting ideas that this particular stage feels the want to...
The only thing that Duke needed to be perfect was an on-rail shooter section.
That's powered by banjo music.
It's a powerful weapon in the wrong hands.
Yeah, some of these guys are probably just exploding from the banjo music.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was a Western-themed thing, so it's contractually obliged to have at least a single minecart sequence.
I will say that for the most part, some would probably consider this more getaway music.
Something Duke boys? Alright, I'm gonna get them Duke boys one of these days.
How the Duke boys gonna get out of this one?
Yes.
They jump over something. Like they're in mid-jump, it freezes, and then the announcer, questions life, God, how the Duke boys are gonna get out of this one. And then it shows them jumping it.
I like that Duke follows proper safety procedure at all times and only leaves a vehicle once it has come to a full stop.
Actually, I think there's a force field that kind of pops up around the minecart that stops you from being able to jump out of it at any other point in time.
What an advanced minecart.
Well, as we'll see later, its ability to keep in motion when it should stop is pretty amazing.
So maybe this minecart is alien technology.
Could be. That's why there's also other random minecarts that are just kind of strewn around and destroyed, making way for the high technology of the aliens minecart.
Well, we've already established that these aliens are the most painfully dumb motherfuckers in the galaxy, so...
Yeah, they don't seem to understand that it's probably not a good idea to set off a atomic explosive on the planet you're standing on.
In the center of it too, because,
Yeah,
nuclear bombing the molten iron core of a planet you want to keep isn't really the best plan.
Yeah, well, technically, wouldn't that destroy the entire planet?
I have no fucking idea. I mean,
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I'm a scientist and say that it will cause an implosion and cause a star to be born.
I'm studying linguistic science, and I'm pretty sure that is not how hundreds of tons of boiling iron work. But
it would form a white dwarf.
you just say that because you find a white dwarf funny.
Well, and then a nearby planet would form a black dwarf, and they would have like the hottest sex ever. But I will say the one thing this level does have going for it is that it doesn't require you to walk around as much, which is always a plus. Honestly, if they redid Duke Nukem 3D, but like in the style of the Umbrella Chronicles or like those Resident Evil Wii remakes, where it was just like on-rail shooters, so you were doing like no work whatsoever, that would make this game even better. If it was nothing but rails.
I don't know, the only rail shooter I played on the Wii was the Dead Space one, and it was horrible.
Yeah, I got that impression. I also heard that the Dead Rising for Wii was pretty awful as well.
I've never played an on-rails game that wasn't a light gun game that was good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some, but they all seem to be light gun games.
There was that one on the Nintendo 64, that Star Wars game? I think the on-ground segments were on rails.
The only one I can think of offhand was Shadows of the Empire.
I honestly don't remember because
Well, Shadows of the Empire was fun because they didn't. You weren't a Jedi. You were actually just a dick bounty hunter.
Dash Sendar?
Yeah, dash, spice, time. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It was some verb followed by a noun.
Yeah, only my incredible Star Wars nerd lets me know his first name because I think his ship was mentioned in one of the rule books for the role-playing game.
But I think this is going to be the final minecart section, which is a plus. Thankfully, we do have plenty of time. I don't know if I mentioned the whole time limit thing, but there's a time limit, which I guess
you don't say.
Shut up, you bitch. Yeah, it's got. The first time you're playing through, you'll see the time limit. You'll start rushing around. You'll get confused because there's actually a few branching paths you can take. So I guess you could get a bit lost and maybe start worrying about the time, but.
Or maybe not realize that they want you to jump into a goddamn minecart.
Yeah, the figuring out the minecart was like the first real problem, but you know, it's not too big of a deal because you're not gonna play this game anyway. Nobody's gonna play this ever.
No.
Oh no, we're gonna fall. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, he made me guess what was coming next. I got it right. I'm a sad man.
Because who would have guessed we would go to the Earth's fucking core?
You know, molten iron isn't really all that hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even something you can say, well, we're relatively close to the Earth's core. There is no getting close to the Earth's core and not melting.
30 seconds.
And there's especially no way to get to the Earth's core and wear a cowboy hat or have a robot scorpion, so. But yeah, this is our second boss, cyber scorpion or some stupid bullshit. He's got
an incredible fucking scream. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the missiles it shoots for some reason have this really obnoxious. It's like maybe it's powered by the screams of a grandma. I don't know. But yeah, it has it's got I think a gamma cannon on its tail, and it's got 2 rocket launchers on its arms. I guess it could be difficult if you were an idiot, but
circle strafing while shooting. God, the tactics required.
Yeah, I will say, I think you can actually use certain weapons to blow off its hands to where it can only attack with its tail, but there's really no need to put any in-depth strategy into this. It goes down.
It goes down to the grenade launcher. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so with that, we'll go ahead and get out of this godforsaken time period to go to another ugly fucking time period. So once we jump into this time portal here, that'll be the end of the level, so we'll see you next time.
Yeah, baby. Oh, loud.
Well done, Duke, but I'm afraid it's not over yet. With that scheme foiled, the aliens have come up with another cunning plan. They've gone back to Victorian England and unleashed a hideous alien virus that feeds on the nervous tissue of corpses, bringing them back to life. Anyone who is dead is now part of their zombie army, and the aliens use them to take over the world. There's an army of them camped outside this base right now. You must go back and stop all this from ever happening. We've got the time machine adjusted so that you can take back some of your own equipment this time, and we'll send more through when we can. Good luck. The future of the world is in your hands again.